Hello and welcome. What's that sound? Hello and welcome to another episode of Robocraft with me, Tables. This is Robocraft, and I've had a channel request for a bot, a tier 5 SMG hover tank. So, tier 5 armor? Oh, yeah, okay, tier 5 armor. So, with hovers, they've become more stable. You don't necessarily need to stick a rudder on the back anymore like you needed to before the meta. But as it's SMG, you do need an increased amount of survivability. What am I looking for? A seat. So, it's a little bit of a tough one. The good thing about SMG hovers is that you get to mount guns underneath, which is always a treat. So, let's fully enclose the cockpit. Let's go ahead and do that. Right there. Also, for those of you who don't know, you can fit a prism in there, which is always rather handy. So, let's continue. So we've kind of got our shape, and I'm just going to do that and that to there, and I'm going to go one more. And I'm going to go one more. I'm going to do this. So I'm going to make a solid block of sorts. I'm not overly concerned about the top, but now I need to put on the hover pads. There wasn't a limit. There wasn't a limit on the CPU either, so I'm going to try and keep it conservative. Or at least try to. So let's do 2 there as well. Kind of got a feeling that that's not a bad spot for one. Okay, so let's just go ahead and arm it as well. With hovers as well, very important that you don't make them top heavy. So I'm going to increase that side of things. I'm also going to do that. They will need to be enclosed. But I'm also going to use that as a hard point for SMGs as well. So, tier 5 SMGs. 2 there, 1 there, 1 there. So that's 4. 5, 6, no, 3 and 4, 7. And I want to have 1 here. I'm going to go extra SMGs. It's going to be done. And straight into the practice. Whoop. Oh, excuse me. Whoop, whoop. I've got the graphic on the highest, so if it's a bit laggy, I apologise. I'm just going to quickly attest it. That's kind of okay. It's very stable. So now it's just a case of loading up the armour. I'm going to use hover pads in armour. You can use prisms to give it a little extra. So let's go ahead and put mirror mode on. Let's do this. Okay, so prisms. Right here, you see there, and oh, not there, and there, and the same on this side, there and there. It just gives you that little bit of extra armour, which is definitely worth having. Okay, so that's those. I need to enclose these 2, so let's go ahead and do that, and this. Boop, 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 boop. And then to the prisms. There and there. It's a tough one. It's hard to do it. I'm going to work as quickly as I can, simply because you have the option to pause and rewind and redo bits. But I'm going to try and work through the armor side of things as quickly as possible. And so that's that. I need to do this. I don't want to use too many P-flops because I do want to keep it accessible. The way I work, it's not about necessarily building the super best bot ever in the world, but rather just something that you can create and work off of, and hopefully come up with something of your own on your own. That's kind of where I go with these. So it's looking very boxy. It's a very boxy bot so far. I kind of want to have something over here, so I'm going to do this and maybe that. Yeah, I'm going to have that, and I'm going to do that as well. Must keep them bottom heavy. If you really do keep having a problem with your hover tipping over, I would definitely recommend just putting some helium on it. Oh wait, I've missed something there. So let's do that. Because helium will just help the bot retain the right side, the right way up if you jump off a slope, for example. I'm just going to go and do that. This one isn't armoured or enclosed at all, so I'm going to take the opportunity to do that now. But I'm not going to fully enclose it. I'm just going to put a bit on. What are we on? 728. That's already really high for tier 5. So let's how can we do this? Let's maybe look to reduce it in some way, shape or form. Let's do that. Because it's already quite a lot of armour for what is essentially a tier 5. I don't think you're going to have 700 in tier 5. I could lose some guns. In fact, I will lose a gun. No, I'm not going to lose a gun. Let's keep it on. Do you know what? Let's just build it. I'm not gonna mess it up too much, but I do want to give it some kind of feel. Something like that. It's kind of ugly. Maybe I should just go for it. If you're not going to specify CPU limit, I'm just going to take that as go to town. See what you can come up with. No, don't want that. That can stay. I feel like I'm getting pretty nippy with the whole armor thing. I say whilst I immediately slow down. Let's put that on there. One there, and then some prisms. There, and there. Kind of feel like I can do something with that. There we go. Oh, that's not. Oh, a little bit of a disaster there. So that and that. Change that around to there. Yeah, okay. No room for thrust or anything, it's just going to be armour and SMGs, which I'm okay with. I do like manoeuvrable designs and they do have their place, but maybe this build isn't necessarily that. Maybe I just want to make it armoured. Let's do that. No, let's do this. Kind of like that. Like that also. You know what? Yeah, I'm going to do that. I'm going to have that on there like that. It looks kind of good. Probably on 790. It's quite a large amount of P-flops. Oh, right, so there are prisms under there, so I can't have that, so I'm going to do this instead. You there. Okay, I guess I'm going to have that there as well. Okay. Whoop. Okay, I guess I'm having that then. I guess it's having these like row sections on. Let's just close that up entirely. Put a block there. I need prism. Not prisms, tetras. No, let's do that. What am I creating here? Okay, let's run with it. That and that. What is this thing? What are you? What are you? Dink. Okay, well that's fine. We can do this, maybe. What is this thing? Maybe it's becoming a little bit too tanky. Haven't tested it yet. Let's just have a little look. This is a glaring design flaw right here. Shouldn't have that. Oh, I think my thumb wandered over the touchpad. Let's just at least have something in front of those. You know, I could just get carried away with it I could just have that. Why not just have that? It's fine. No one's gonna begrudge me a little extra firepower. Oh, okay, so that was a prism. That needs to stay. Like that, that's fine. Okay, yeah, clearly I'm going for it. I'm gonna get excessive with this design. So let's just let's just cake on the armor. Yep, and then that there. Let's do maybe this and that. Why not? Boop, boop. Feels kind of blocky on those edges. But you know what those edges are primed for? Thrust. Tier 5, where are we? Tier 5 thrust. I guess that. I guess. Can I have some more? I could. I could have some more there as well. Well, these could be guns. Okay, so we got thrust. Let's have maneuvering thrust. We can definitely have some of that right there. Some reversey thrust. We can definitely have that. So let's put 2 there and 2 in there. What have I created? Should we take it for a spin? Still got 1164. Who wouldn't have 1164 P-flop tier 5? Okay, so let's continue. Let's see how we do. It turns alright. What am I thinking here? It's got a little bit of a wobble on it. In fact, it's got a lot of wobble on it. Do you know what? I think I'm just going to keep it like that. Maybe this won't be one that I continue to test, but I'm quite tempted just to leave it like this and see how I do. Okay, yeah, that's it. Tier 5 hover SMG tank. I think it's just hover SMG. Yeah, what am I thinking of that? It kind of reminds me of the vehicle from Inner Space. For those of you that know that film, kind of reminds me a little bit of that. I'm just gonna keep it like this, take it out for a spin. I'll let you know how it gets on with a vid. Yeah. So, I've been Table. Thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe if you've enjoyed what you've seen here today. Also, take care of yourselves, stay chum, and also, before I forget to say, most importantly of all,